Officer Harris. Hey, bud.
This case isn't just about a child's death. It's about what was happening before that moment. A 5-year-old girl left unresponsive for hours, while the only 2 adults in the house prepare a story that almost sounds believable. But the truth was already written on her body.
Detective Devereaux, I appreciate you being down here. I know you've been down here a long time. Dealing with this issue, but we wanted to come in and talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Get some information from you.
I'm going to grab some of this basic stuff real quick before we start talking. Just like your name and all that. What's your first name?
Jonte.
Jonte?
Yes, sir.
What's your middle name?
Dominique Harris.
Dominique, D-O-M.
I-N-I-Q-U-E.
You said Harris?
His last name.
All right. And what's your date of birth?
05/19/1992.
5/19/92. What's a good phone number for you?
You'll have to ask my girlfriend. I just had got phone.
She's got a new number? I got it. Is it the same number? Do y'all share a phone?
No.
This is y'all got separate lines? Where you live?
Uh,
All right. Just real quick, who all lives in the house?
How long have you lived there?
I just moved in the summertime.
Summertime? Was it early summer, like July or
Early
August?
summer.
Okay. All right. Anytime we speak to anybody downtown, we've got to complete these constitutional rights, okay? It's just part of our policy. It's just an important part of the process. Place, I'm going to put PMB. That's just the Police Memorial Building.
Okay.
It's just the abbreviation. Today is 10/18 of 2018, and the time is 11:34. a.m. Okay. Have you had any drugs or alcohol today?
No.
Do you have any type of mental condition that would keep you from understanding what we're talking about?
No.
Okay. Can you read?
Yes.
And can you write as well?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I know some of those questions are weird. Can you read that first line for me?
You have the following rights under the United States Constitution.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and read the rest. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Do you understand that? Anything you say can be used against you in court. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you. And you have the right to have an attorney with you during any questioning. Do you understand that? Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before any questioning begins if you wish. If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult a lawyer. Do you understand that? Okay. All right. What I need you to do is just, you can read over those and examine if you want, and then just sign at the bottom for me. Perfect. Okay, so we're basically, we brought y'all here because we're trying to get a better understanding of what happened at the house.
Okay.
Can you, let's just start from do you work anywhere?
No, I go to Tulsa Wilderness School.
You go to, okay, Coastal, okay. What time did you go to school yesterday?
No.
Okay, so were you home all day?
Yes.
Okay. And then say about 5 o'clock p.m. Who all was at the house?
We all be home.
Everybody was there. Okay. So at what point did y'all go to bed?
Usually, well, some days Michelle work. I usually go to bed right after she goes to work. She usually goes to work around 9.
Okay.
And I go to bed around 11.
Okay. Okay. So did she go to work last night?
And she got up early.
She came home early. Okay. What time did she go to school? Not school, but work.
She goes to work. She catches 16 around 9:40. I want to say.
Okay.
Something
9:40.
like that.
And so she goes to work. What time does she come back home?
It varies between like 4.
What last night? What time did she?
Okay.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
She
so
came home early.
Okay. She came home about 3 o'clock. And why did she come home early? Did she say?
No.
Okay. She just came home.
Yes.
Okay. So she got home at 3. Where were you at that time? Were you sleeping?
No, I was in the living room watching TV.
Okay. So you're in the living room watching TV. Where were the girls?
I was in her room in the front with me.
Okay. Was she watching TV with you?
No, she was laying down.
She was sleeping? Okay. About what time did she go to sleep?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't paying attention, like, not to her sleeping.
So when she's in there, she's on the couch, I guess?
Yes.
So she's on the couch and she'll watch TV with you till she falls asleep?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not sure what time she actually fell asleep because she was watching TV and all that. And then the other daughter was the other little girl was in the back in her bedroom. Is that normal? Is that normally the way that
No.
Okay.
It's sometimes when in school, she'll stay up.
Okay.
School, so
Okay.
she just be up. Whenever she falls asleep, she just falls asleep.
Okay. And she'll sleep on the couch sometimes, but she'll also sleep in her room sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Michelle got home. Then what happened?
Michelle got home. Everything was still normal. We was chilling, you know. I was already still in the living room. Michelle went and told her, that's when she got the medicine and all that, and then Michelle told her to go to the bathroom.
What medicine are you talking about?
I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
But one of the officers went to the house and it's in an orange bottle. One of the bottles, her bottle's gone, but not the same exact bottle.
Okay.
They both got prescribed the same thing.
Okay.
After that, after she gave her the medicine, she took her to the bathroom.
On the couch.
She peed on the couch.
Okay.
And she took her to the bathroom. Once all that was done, she was taking a bath. They normally do that. I don't.
So every time after she pees herself or pees the bed or the couch.
Yeah,
and they go take a.
That avoids from us whooping them. So they know, like, don't do it. But you also need to be clean because like, they piss to be strong.
Right.
So
Okay. So they're in the bathroom. Both of them are in the bathroom.
No, just her. This was around the same time Michelle got off of work.
Okay, so Michelle comes home, finds out that she had peed
On
the couch,
Mm-hmm.
gets her up, takes her into the bathroom. Then what happened? That's where I got lost. I'm sorry.
Okay. When she took her in the bathroom, she was already in the tub. She ran. The water was running in there. She was washing.
Okay.
Now, when we was in the living room, she came back. Michelle didn't eat dinner. When we came back, she said she heard I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. Me, I wasn't. It's not like I wasn't paying attention. It was like I'm paying attention, but who would, you know what I'm saying?
But
something
not,
that's normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when she heard that, we both rushed there and we seen her. The way she fell up. She must be fell up under the water because her whole face was like this. So when we grabbed her, I seen suds come out of her mouth. I already know how things are, so I told Shell, call the ambulance. So when we both got on the phone, they showed us how to do the CPR thing.
Okay. So when she's in the bath, Michelle comes out because she didn't eat dinner. She was going to get some food or something.
Yes.
Okay. And that's when she heard the thud or the noise, and she told you, "Hey, did you hear that? Something wrong?" And then y'all went into the bathroom.
Yes.
And you saw her. She was laying in the bathtub facing the water spigot thing.
The tub, and you have the faucet like this.
Uh-huh.
She's laying like this. Like
Face down with the water coming down onto
her
her shoulder or onto her face?
face.
Her head.
Her face.
Okay.
Like
In October 2018, Zachariah Robinson was living a normal childhood, playing, watching TV, behaving exactly how a child her age would. But inside that home, normal behavior wasn't understood. Her mother's boyfriend, Jonte Harris, didn't correct her. He punished her. And over time, that punishment escalated from discipline to repeated physical abuse.
this is the faucet. This is towards the bathroom door.
Okay.
And her arm like this. And she's like this.
Okay.
So we grabbed her out the tub. And when we flipped her over, you can see suds coming out her nose and out her mouth.
So she had water all up in her.
Yes.
Okay. How long do you think from when you heard the thud did you guys make it into that room?
Well, I say 15 minutes because Michelle had just came home around
15 minutes between when you heard the
before
noise?
she came home and when she did that.
Okay. But what about when y'all
Oh, how long it took us to
when you
get
heard
to
the
her when we heard
thud,
the noise. Oh, ASAP.
Yeah, it was a couple seconds
Yeah.
at most. Okay. All right, so you guys pulled her out. You called 911. They tell you how to do CPR. Are both y'all doing CPR?
Yes.
Okay.
She started first, and then I think the person on the phone told her to go unlock the door. So I started, and she was like, count with me, count with me, count with me. Then Michelle came back and did it. She was doing it, and I blew on her nose, and then we switched because she was opening up the door, and that's when the paramedics came.
Okay. Okay. So when y'all pulled her out of the bathtub, she didn't have any clothes on or anything like that because she was in there showering and all that. And was she standing up? Was she taking a shower or was she taking a bath?
A bath.
Okay. Do you know how much water was in the bath there? Okay. So she would.
It shouldn't have been a lot, but the tubs usually stop up, so
Okay.
I can't really call because I didn't. Not realistically, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. You weren't paying attention to that part. Okay. So just so I understand, again, I want to make sure I understand it really well. Michelle came home from work about 3 o'clock. She comes in, realizes that she peed the couch there. Tells her, get on up, go in there, we're going to clean up. So they both go into the bathroom together, get her in the bathtub, and then Michelle comes back out to get dinner or what have you. And then here's a thud or a boom. And y'all go immediately running back in there and see that she is face down, kind of up against the wall of the bathtub, and the water's coming down and hitting her face, nose, mouth, all that area.
Yes, sir.
Y'all reach, grab her out, pull her out, and she's not responsive, right? Is she responding at that time?
No, I mean,
is she breathing?
It was like a slow breath, because I had put my ear to her mouth, and then I had put my ear to her heart, and I thought I was hearing a heartbeat.
Okay.
So then I heard, I'm seeing it, but when I started seeing the suds come out her nose, I was thinking like logically, like, oh, that's probably like the same thing as blood, so call the ambulance. I don't know what to do.
Okay. So y'all try CPR, then the EMTs get there and they scoop her up and take her away.
Yeah, they grab her quick.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions about the initial?
No, I was gonna ask a couple of follow-up questions. Would the kids go to school?
Down the street from the house, but then she stopped going there.
So she stopped going there.
Well, her mom told me she had the social problem, because like if we say school, she's not talking.
Mm-hmm.
She never was social. When I first started dating Michelle, she never was social.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, it never was like throughout the day. I say rarely she'll say on her own about 15 words, but if we talking to her, she'll say whatever we say when we repeat it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So she didn't. Do you think she understood what you were saying?
I don't know. Her father, her biological father, from what I hear from all their family, he has a condition. So I don't know if that affects her. But
what's his condition? What
you would have to ask Michelle or her family members. They something happened where either he had got shot in the face, but it's something wrong with his brain, I guess.
Okay.
That's one thing I can assume.
Okay.
Did so I don't think I missed the answer. Maybe we got off topic real quick. She stopped going there when?
Around August or September.
So she stopped going 1 or 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know why she stopped going?
For the social.
Because she wasn't.
Her mom took her out because of the social thing. She didn't want to. It was just daycare anyways. It wasn't like she was a kindergartner or something doing like some grades that can surpass her. It was more of, we're going to put her in school so we can have something during the day. I go to school in the mornings. So by me going to school in the mornings, her being home and she works nights, okay.
So she, instead of spending the money, you decided to keep her in the house?
No, mornings.
Right.
Mornings. Like, if she works at night, I go to school in the morning. She wants to be home, sleep, get her rest, and she wants to take her daughter, go to daycare. Then she took her out and just had her with her.
So she just watched her herself instead of taking her to daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened at the daycare that made her mad at them or unhappy with them. It's just she just decided to keep her home for just
nothing.
Family
They
reasons.
always speaking. They always happy. They always joyful. There's nothing going on.
Okay. What with the kids themselves, the two girls, do they get along pretty well?
Yes.
Okay. Are they? I mean, I know siblings argue and fight and all that. Do they fight a lot? They don't fight much at all.
They don't fight at all.
Okay, so they're not tussling or wrestling or. You have siblings?
Yeah.
You have a brother, sister? You have a brother?
Yeah.
You guys fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. So and that's why I asked that, because me and my sister, we wouldn't tussle as much, but we'd fight a lot.
Her girls, I can honestly say, they never.
They don't fight at all.
They never fought. It's not like, even when I first came around, I'd be joking like, "Oh yeah, come on y'all, let's go play fight." No.
Not a bit, huh? Okay.
No, there's not. There's ain't not on that.
Okay. And you said that she's a little bit socially awkward. Does she go outside and play with other kids in the neighborhood, in the apartment complex? Or?
No, Michelle's not really trustworthy of the neighborhood.
Okay.
I have kids. When they come over, then they socialize together.
Okay. Is she pretty social with your kids?
Yes.
Okay. So she'll play with them.
She'll play with kids. It's like it's she picks and chooses who she wants to talk to.
Okay.
When she's around kids, you have to warm her up into it. The last time I seen her actually active was at my mom's house, and they was all playing kickball.
Okay.
So she was very active. I was looking at shit. I was like, look at this. I never heard her count. And then she just started counting out of nowhere. And I was like, whoa, because she's not crazy.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Yeah.
It was just she had a social problem. I thought, I was like, okay, since she's not talking, maybe she's just going to grow out of it. I thought she was just shy.
Right. So, but she plays with her. Does she play with her sister and talk to her sister and
Yeah.
all that, and they get along well?
Yes.
Okay. So, have you ever seen the two fight?
No.
Never physically seen them fight. Okay.
Never.
And then do y'all go outside as a little family group? Go
Yes.
outside, and Michelle said something about that y'all run, that y'all
we
exercise
exercise.
and what have you. Does she take part in the exercise? Does she
Yes,
enjoy the running and stuff?
No, she
She
doesn't
doesn't
enjoy
I
it.
don't enjoy running either.
She does. Some days she enjoy it when, like I said, when we playing. Like, oh, come on, Chase Eric. Whoever beat me to the house, he'll give you some chips, and then she'll do that. But if we just on some exercising, if it was just me and Michelle, and then Michelle be like, oh no, get the girls because they can't stay in the house. And when we were running, the last time she ran, it was like the worst.
Okay. She just didn't want to run?
No.
Was she? What did she do? How did she react to that?
She was running. First, usually she runs fast like this, but I figured something was going on because she was, and I was like, come on, come on, come on. And then all of a sudden she pick her up. She started running again. Then she slid.
Right.
That's how she got her bruises. And then
Okay.
the last run, that same day we was coming from the store, going around the block, there's a, I forgot how the doctor said it, but it's something in the road on Lake Shore. The sidewalk goes like this, and then it goes in, and then it comes back up, and they have like a cone right here.
Okay.
And the parts of it that come out, when she was running, she must be tripped, because I didn't trip, but we all tripped her, Michelle, and they fell. And we picked her up. Then I seen bruises like this on her arms. So I was like, come on. This was, I want to say last week, I want to say Friday or Thursday.
Okay, Thursday or Friday last week.
And we were more on some, I was scared. Shell was scared, of course. And I was like, well, maybe we should call the doctor. She was like, she seems fine. It's just bruises. So she went to go to 7-Eleven and just buy the little creams and stuff to put on her to calm the bruises.
One night, everything reached its breaking point. After being beaten, Zacharia lost consciousness. And instead of immediate help, she was left lying there for hours. Eventually, she was taken to the hospital, but by then, the damage was already severe. To explain it, they told a simple story. She fell in the shower, but that story wouldn't survive for long.
And when you say bruises, were they like black and blue, or were they like scrapes? Like your knee or whatever?
These were scrapes, but when she hit her face, this part.
She got bruises up here?
Yeah.
What about on her eyes? Anything?
Right here?
Yeah, did she have anything? Like you?
No, I didn't see that.
Nothing there, just it was on the side right there?
Mhm.
Okay. And that you said was last Thursday or Friday when y'all was running?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To your knowledge, has she hurt herself any other times? I mean, broken any bones,
I
twisted
don't
any
know if she
ankle?
broke any bones, but she usually, she'll do little stuff to hurt herself, like biting her tongue. I used to hear her do that. I'd be like, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You said she would bite her tongue?
Yeah.
Okay, like to make her tongue bleed, or just bite it?
Not to make it bleed. I never
Bite
seen
it.
just like this.
Okay, like just the tip of it in her teeth.
Like how girls like this stick the tongue out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't do it all the way.
Okay.
It's like a little bit, and then she like this, and then she goes.
Okay.
It was a habit.
Okay. Does she at daycare ever bite other kids or anything like that? Or she just like biting her tongue?
I never knew.
You'll never know? Okay.
Never know.
But she doesn't bite her sister or
No.
try to bite y'all or anything like that? Okay. She ever bite herself?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Okay.
Usually they share rooms or own room. They have 2 separate rooms, but then lately keep around each other in the same room or a couch or they'll switch.
Okay. Back to when she's running, you said she was falling. Was she falling like a fake fall? I mean, kind of like diving, like, I don't want to run no more. And she would fall down, or was she like
I wanna say
exhausted
that.
to a point?
Yeah, I mean she was exhausted, of course, for we would run distance. It wasn't like around. We were running straight shots, like
Yeah.
going straight, and it's like in between. It looked it fake, but it also looked it real in a sense, because it's like you, and you're crying, you're whining is real,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're exhausted, and how you falling, you may be falling fake, but by the time you get down, it's real.
Okay. Okay. And was she hitting her head, or was she hitting her arms, or?
Like I said, when she fell on that little thing that's like that, that's what I saw. I saw her hit all this.
When she tripped and fell?
Yes.
Okay.
Before, no, other than tonight. I mean, well, last night, from the heads and all that, because the doctor had just put us up on information about her having damage in her brain. We never knew that.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know that. Shell didn't know that. But I used to ask Shell the same questions that the doctor used to ask when we first got together. Like, does she have a problem just because her dad has a situation? Like, what's wrong with her? I used to think, I said, is she like epileptic, or is she?
Well, the problem that her dad has, because I know the situation with him,
Okay.
is he got shot,
Okay.
and that messed with some of his brain, and it wasn't something that was hereditary or anything like that. So I don't think it has any relation to the dad. But obviously, the way you're explaining it, there's something
It has to be.
that goes on. But she's never been diagnosed or taken to the doctor or
I've
anything
only
like
been
that.
with Michelle for a year.
Okay. When you've been with Michelle, have you seen Michelle take her to the doctor for anything? No injuries, no broken bones, twisted ankles, nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
We I dated Michelle February. Between that and July, before I moved in with her, I never seen that. We wasn't really like seeing each other like that. It was just like occasionally. But when I moved with her, she didn't have her kids for the summer. They were with her dad.
Okay.
And then they came back around August. Get a little daycare from August to either September, or she got out in August. One of those. It wasn't long. I knew it wasn't long, and she got out.
Okay. Now, do you guys pretty much stay around the house when you're not working or going to school?
Yes, either staying in the house, watching movies, cooking.
But y'all usually together,
all the time.
all y'all are all together. Really don't go out and do much. Okay. Now, when the kids act up, what's done? You know, when they're not following directions and they're.
I'm like getting in the corner, and she doesn't. I tell her, "Oh, you're not going to eat," and then she eats late, or she doesn't eat her favorite food, which is she likes to eat pizza, pancakes, chicken, or eating what we eating. And then the worst thing is the night. Oh, no TV.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
she responds to that. You know, by saying, "Hey, you're going to eat late, or you're not going to get your favorite food, or no
Yeah,
TV
and
tonight."
she has the older sister. Yeah,
Okay.
she gets right. I used to tell Shell like it's had to be something wrong with her, because she been like on some like zoning out lately, like way before all this happened. It was like was on some zoning out. I used to think it was like seizures or something. I don't know.
Okay.
That's why I say epileptic. I don't know what's going on. I'm just spitballing things because I
Right.
don't know.
I'm with you. So with her, you said that she goes in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
What about past that? What if she's in the corner and she won't stay there? She keeps talking back or whatever.
No, she doesn't talk back. When she's in the corner, she usually, if she's zoned out, or she goes from being like this, and then she goes to being like this, and then she starts swinging around, doing this, and then she starts doing this, and I'll be like,
So she'll respond back when you holler at her.
yeah.
Okay. Do you ever have to discipline her, spank her, anything like that?
I spanked her a few times, like once or twice, but her mom spanks her.
Okay, her mom's the one that disciplined.
The discipline.
And why is that? You just
Because of the fact of peeing. Last time I spanked her was when she used the bat. She bowel moved on the floor.
okay.
That was it. But my mom, her, and her dad was like, no, this and that. And I said, I understand because I have a son. And
Right.
he's been in a situation with my baby mother and her boyfriend whooping him with a belt. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a contradictor because
Right. I'm with you. Yeah, I completely understand. I just wanted to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
So it's mom, it's Michelle that usually does a disciplinary spanking. Tell me about that. How does she do that? What does she use? Hand? What does she use?
hand on the butt.
Okay, hand on the butt. Does
Yeah.
she ever use a belt or?
She uses a belt. She doesn't use it like full out or from the buckle to the long. She doesn't whoop like that or nothing
Okay.
like. She folds it about twice. Same thing like she does with her hand, not
On
to
the
her.
butt.
Just
Okay. When's the last time you saw?
a spanking
Yeah.
this weekend.
This weekend. Okay, she was acting up to where she had to be spanked.
No, that was just a bowel movement. It
Oh,
was-
that was the bowel movement where you had to spank her.
Mhm.
Okay. Prior to, when was the last time that you saw mom spank
Michelle.
her? Yeah.
Last week. Last week or probably the week before.
Okay. And was that with the belt or with just the hand?
The hand.
Okay.
The belt stopped based off of she just didn't like it because I don't know why reason. She just said she just doesn't feel right whooping her child with a belt.
Okay.
But she just used her hand because she can handle talking to her because she cooperates more with a belt. When she gets the belt, she just
Yeah.
looking, and then when she used her hand, oh, okay, mommy, I'm sorry.
Right. Okay. How many times does she usually have to spank her before she'll?
Like I said, twice.
Twice usually.
Three or four at the most.
Okay.
Nothing more. I never see nothing.
Is it the
more.
bare behind or is it through the clothes? What she usually spank her?
Panties? Like
Okay.
shorts down, spank on the panties, or they might not all the way be down, like in between.
And is she squirming or is she fighting or is she basically
Is the
Take her-
baby fighting
yeah.
away from it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
She'll be trying to
trying to get away,
run
and
away
move?
from it.
Yeah. Okay. But past the spanking, have you seen any other type of discipline that takes place? None whatsoever?
No whatsoever.
Okay. You have a follow-up right now?
I will.
Okay.
If you're all the way done.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
The reason we're here, I'm going to cut through the chase. The reason we're here is basically there's injuries
Mm-hmm.
to the child that aren't consistent with falling in the shower. Okay, there's a lot more that's happened, a lot more that's gone on.
Yeah, that's what the doctor said.
There's a lot more bruising that's there that is not consistent with anybody's story. We're trying to figure that out. We're trying to determine what happened, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it to figure out who's causing these injuries. Now, with her, let me ask you this: if somebody is physically causing harm to this child, what do you think should be done to that person?
The person needs to be figured out.
Needs to be figured out. Okay.
Why?
Why you're doing it? Okay. Punishment wise, how do you think they should be punished?
I would leave that up to the lawmakers. I wouldn't want to be a judgment. I wouldn't know
What if it
to-
was your child?
If it was my child,
You have a son or daughter?
I have a son.
Okay. What if it was your son?
I would want, to be honest, I would
Yeah,
want to
be
get
honest.
revenge for my child.
Okay.
That's just being honest. I
Okay.
wouldn't use law enforcement. I know that sounds crazy. I'd
Right.
probably be in either dead or in jail somewhere thinking like that. But I've been in a situation like that before where my son got whooped. So if it was my child, yes.
What about those little girls that live in your house?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you care for them.
Yes,
I can
I-
tell by looking at you. So, if somebody's intentionally hurting those children,
I would want to find out.
you'd want to find out. Is it a revenge situation, or is it something you think law enforcement should put them in jail? I mean, what are you thinking? I need you.
During questioning, Harris remains calm, soft voice, controlled behavior. Because in cases like this, appearing harmless is part of the strategy. But while his words try to simplify everything, his explanations create more problems. Injuries from running, bruises from falling. Each excuse sounds possible, but none of them fully explain the truth.
To be very honest with you, what's going on in this house?
A revenge situation.
Okay. Something's going on in that house. Okay? And you and Michelle and the 2 girls were there last night.
Yes, sir.
Okay? It was just
Just
you guys.
us.
Nobody else there. And something happened in that house last night, and it's been happening in that house, that the medical evidence is going to be very clear. There's going to be no doubt of what happened and what occurred. Not only with the injury to the head, not consistent with falling in the shower and getting an injury there. There's other injuries that are on her that don't make sense. They don't make sense at all, and we will get to the bottom of it. But it depends where you want to be in this whole thing.
Well, like I said, me and Michelle, we don't do no crazy stuff like that. Like, that's what I know for sure. Now, as far as her falling and her injuries that we seen, that's what we saw. I didn't even know that the baby had other injuries around her, the little bite marks. I don't want to blame nobody, but I'm ashamed of what the hell is going on. You feel me?
So you're the one that brought up the bite marks on her.
I brought up the fact that
Right, no, who's biting her? Because you told me that her sister don't bite her.
I don't
and
bite
she
her.
doesn't bite herself.
Michelle doesn't. I never seen Michelle bite her. I haven't bite her. I never seen bite her. I don't know if she bit herself. I don't know if another adult bit her.
Sometimes we get in situations with kids, and you have kids,
Yes, I do.
where you get so frustrated that you lose control.
Yeah.
And you go too far. I can tell you an example with me and my son, specifically where he had a handprint on his behind because I was so upset. And that never should have gone that far.
Yeah,
But it did because I was so mad.
She had a bruise that I never whooped her before like that. She has a bruise on her butt. Now, she did have one bruise on her butt that came from a whooping, but Kiri's, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to blame it on nothing. I'm not making no excuses. But I don't know if it was her skin diseases or if she had a skin disease. I don't know. When she was falling out, she'd have hit her head before. Like when we was running, that's what I was saying. The bite marks, the doctor said he didn't even know what that was, but he was going to get to the bottom of it. And that's why I was looking at Michelle. We was crying because I never seen it. You feel me?
Right.
I never seen it.
So let me ask you this: when last night before this all happened, did she have marks on her eyes?
Right here?
Yeah.
And no, I don't know if it was from. I didn't see it.
Did she have bruises on her arms and legs?
She had the
that
bruise.
had been-
She had
not the skin marks. I'm talking like
the bruises on her. You saying on her face and
there was on her face, on her arms, on her legs.
the bruises. That's what she had. That's
on
what
her
we.
ribs.
I didn't
on
see
her
it.
stomach,
I
on
didn't.
her butt.
I didn't see the I seen them on the butt. I seen a little the gash right. I don't know if it's a gash. That's what you call it. I seen that, and I seen this one over on this side. I seen those.
What are those from?
I don't know. I don't know if those scrapes.
Have you ever seen Michelle lose control?
No.
Have you ever lost control with her?
I have lost control yelling
With-
loud.
Okay.
I never, ever. I don't have no history of violence. I don't have no history of hurting kids. I don't believe in that. I want to understand that. And I have a great sense of mind.
I mean, obviously you know that when you come in here we run your background and all that.
Yes.
I don't see anything that jumps off at me with you. Nothing at all. And that's what concerns me. Because right now we're trying to figure out who the suspect is and who the witnesses are. And if we can't figure that out, then everybody's a suspect.
Yeah.
And we've got to figure that out. And what I'm trying to caution you with is which one do you want to be, and where do you want to be in this process? Because I know that by talking to you that this is concerning you, this bothers you.
Yes, it does.
And you're trying to decide the right thing to do of how to work this out. And,
as a family man, I don't want to see myself in jail or prison. I don't want to see Michelle in jail or prison. I didn't even want in the situations that she's in. I don't want to see mom or losing her stepdad because their dad's not shit. I don't want to see her sister. And then I have my own family. I'm in school. I'm finna get ready to graduate in a month. You know what I mean? So it's like...
And you're going to make good money doing welding and all that stuff. There's good money in that. So you need to think about yourself, think about your son.
Yes, sir.
And think about what the right thing to do is, okay? And make the right decision that if you know something, you need to share it with me. Because when the investigation's done, it's going to be very clear of what happened, when it happened, and where it happened. That's the good thing about these medical things.
Yes, sir.
There's no question. You know, we've got doctors upon doctors upon doctors over there doing examination, x-rays, and figuring stuff out.
Yes, sir.
Okay? We work directly with the state attorney. She comes in and she talks to us in these cases to figure out which way am I going to go and what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
That way she can get a clear understanding of what happened and what went on. And I can guarantee you that people that cooperate and tell us the truth, she can look at that and understand it better.
Yes, sir.
Than people that don't tell us the truth. And they look at it, well, the medical evidence shows this. This is exactly what happened. How the hell did he not know that?
Yes, sir.
And she's going to think that you're lying and you're a bad guy. You're not a bad guy, are you?
No, sir.
No, and I don't think you are either.
Sir.
By talking to you, I don't think you are. But if you know something, you need to think about yourself. Okay?
I'm thinking about myself. I'm thinking about everything that's going on. I don't know nothing. I have lost control. I have screamed. She has lost control. She has screamed. But we never, ever took it to the point where we will want to like harm them or kill them. Or
neither one of you have been excessive with discipline with either one of those kids.
No, because my kids be around, her kids be around, and then it wouldn't make sense for me, because like I got a question like that before, and I'm like, same level, they both around us. Have a problem. We whoop them the same way. So I don't.
It sounds like one complies when you threaten with, hey, I'm gonna take TV away, or this, that, and the other one sounds like you have to go a little bit further. She's a little bit more stubborn. She's a bit hard-headed.
I wouldn't necessarily say hard-headed. It's just she told her mom that she wanted to be with her dad. That's the only reason. Maybe that is stubborn, because she was rebelling, but she never got punished. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So she was just really about to go to her dad. That's what was even crazier. That's why
When's the last time she's seen her dad?
June or July, summertime, because that's when her and her nana had him.
Okay, so it was what, 3 or 4 months since she spent time with her dad,
October.
I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
June or July. The nana had him over the whole summer. I just had moved in with her. So it wasn't, like I said, I don't know if the bite mark came from over there. I know from the doctor saying that the bruising that you're saying about like the ribs and things like that, we don't know where that come from.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
This,
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I interrupted you. I apologize. Keep going.
These I seen for sure. You know what I mean? Hit the concrete. For sure, I seen that. These right here, no, because that would sound like, I never seen that. I don't know if that came from hitting the concrete or not. I don't know. I never seen it. From her like sleeping and stuff. She sleeps, so I can't imagine bags or anything like that, or something strong. And then the doctor said she had like blood behind her eyes or something like that. So I don't know if it's from that.
When you wake her up and you may not, but when somebody wakes her up in the middle of the night, because do y'all wake her up to go to the bathroom so she doesn't? When you wake her up, is she groggy? I mean, does she fall down, or does she walk fine? Does she sleepwalk or anything?
No, she doesn't sleepwalk. She walks fine. She sways. she does this with her shoulders.
Okay. But
And
she's not falling down in the ground or hitting the walls or tripping or any of that.
Temper tantrums, like nothing more. Like that's why I'm saying, like I don't know. I seen her do things like this before. You know what I'm saying? Like her arms go back. These was way before all this happened. I have seen all like these little effects, and then I be like, I yell at her. She, yes sir, but she's talking. And when her mom does it, but her mom says she been doing that for like her whole.
She gets real rigid almost. She's not falling into walls. It's not a situation where she's falling into walls or tripping over stuff, knocking over the TV,
no,
her
the
face
TV
on
no.
coffee tables, anything like that.
Well, I have seen I seen that with the chair.
What does that mean? What do you mean you saw that with a chair?
We have. You ever seen them little basket things that people make basketball goals out of?
Yeah.
Okay, those. She had that. We have a table in our dining room. I have seen that where she possibly could have hit that or something, because we done heard that before. But this was, I can't put a time on it. I really don't know. But I seen the space, and this was when Michelle was home. But we was always looking like, oh, because Michelle said something about she had a situation before DCF or something like that.
Okay.
And it made her kind of nervous. So she was trying to do home, remedies and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing based off of her, I don't think.
So she, what type of DCF issue? What do you? Like where somebody said that she was hurting a child, where Michelle was?
No. Based off of, this is when they stayed. This is way before I met her.
Okay.
This was when she was like, I guess she said 3 or 4. This is when her and her baby dad stayed together.
Okay. And they had a DCF issue that dad was hurting the girls?
Yes, her dad used to be whooping their ass. But now, she didn't say ass, but she was like, her dad always get a whooping. That's why I love you, Jonte, because you may yell, but you're good. You're good to my mom, stuff like that. Say anything. She doesn't say nothing.
Didn't say much. Okay.
And Michelle's been in a situation where she has been beaten on by. So I don't want to say, like I said, it's not him, but I don't know, and it's not us.
And he hasn't been around for 4 months or so, so anything recent wouldn't be him, right?
No, he hasn't been around in 4 months. He hasn't been around since July. He hasn't been calling. The things
So
that
any of the injuries couldn't be because of him.
I wouldn't know, because I never heard anything. Like when she's around, she doesn't move like anything's messed up or broken. She only moves the same way she was moving when I first met him, swaying.
Okay. Something that Michelle shared with us is that she had been touching herself.
Yes.
Were you aware of that? I mean,
Yes, sir.
Does she do it in front of you as well, or is it just?
She has did it in front of me.
Okay.
That's
You know why she's doing that?
From to be honest, she said something about it was touching her. That's
It's the dad. Yeah.
between us. I never shared that information with nobody else. That when she told me that. But yes, I used to see she was in the bed. She'll be doing this, doing like rubbing on herself, and then when she first came back from her house, she was doing like this, touching on herself. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She doesn't say anything. She just said, "I want my dad. I want my dad."
Okay.
Did she say what dad did to her?
Michelle or the baby?
The baby.
I
She
never-
said dad touched her though?
No, I always asked her. She never said anything.
Okay, I misunderstood you.
Michelle, she ended up confronting me. She said she don't know if the dad was touching on her or stuff like that. So I was just going more and more and more and more. But I was like, it makes more sense because...
Did you say you never told anyone outside of you and Michelle, you mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it wasn't reported, is what you mean, not that you didn't share it with Michelle.
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask you a couple of questions just to make sure you know where we're at with this.
Okay, excuse me.
What did the doctor tell you today at the hospital, you and Michelle, when y'all were in that room?
The doctor said she has a bite mark. She went in cardiac arrest. She had blood behind her eyes, and that was it. He didn't never say nothing about the ribs or the bruising. That's why I've just heard that from you.
Did
guys.
he say anything about what's going to happen going forward, like he expects?
He said probably her heart was beating. They had on a breathing machine. She's looking forward, but he don't know if she's going to make it. That's how he's.
Okay. So it's pretty serious injuries.
Yes,
is
sir.
what we're talking about here.
Yes, sir.
We're not talking about spankings or falls.
No.
Was a difficult child for Michelle to control or understand?
Kind of.
Tell me what you mean by that.
The stubbornness from what he's put out there to me. Not listening as far as like go get in the corner, like the swaying, just little stuff like that for us. Just wanting her dad, normal things. That's about it. Nothing. Oh, and the running, not exercising.
Is Michelle, is that her first child?
That's her second.
That's her second child. How many children does she have total?
She has 2.
Okay, 2. Okay. And she's obviously the one she has a little more difficulty with. So she's different than the first child.
Yes.
Do you think deals with her appropriately, discipline-wise?
You said, do you think she...
Does Michelle, does she know how to parent? Does she do a good job?
Yes, to me.
Okay.
As a mother, yes, she doesn't do, like I said, she doesn't do anything to the screen. It's not like, because my kids be around, so that's judgment already. No, she doesn't do anything out of the norm.
Because here's what we're running into.
Okay.
I'm going to try to kind of show you what we're looking at from our perspective so you can understand why we're asking what we're asking. We've got 2 children, 2 adults. Take care of those 2 children.
Yes, sir.
One kid responds normally to discipline. Doesn't sound like much of a problem at all. I saw her today. She seemed like a happy-go-lucky little kid. The other kid, for whatever reason, we don't know why, has some problems responding to discipline or responding to what she's supposed to be doing. Because parents are there to tell them what to do. She has a problem doing what she's supposed to do. Part of it's probably problem socializing. But either way, she's not an easy kid to discipline. It doesn't sound like. So a lot of times what happens is if a little bit of discipline is not working, you do more discipline. Just like some people think, if you're giving somebody a little bit of medicine, well, I'll give them more medicine to make them better. It doesn't always work that way. More discipline is not always the answer. But parents don't know that always. She's a young mom, she's an inexperienced mom, and she's dealing with an unusually difficult child. What we need to understand is what happened, because there's only 4 people in there that we know of, and we're going to talk to everybody that we can. What happened normal, and it's not right. She has enough injuries where she may not make it, is what she just told me. Right? That's why we're sitting here. This isn't the time to worry about anybody else. This isn't the time to worry about you and Michelle, what's going to happen to her, what's going to happen to you. We just need to know the truth.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't know. What you and Michelle are telling me so far is not adding up to what I've seen preliminarily. Like, what I've already seen, injuries-wise, just a few minutes I spent at the hospital, doesn't make sense. So usually when things don't make sense in my world, somebody's not telling me the truth. Now, do I think you're lying to protect yourself? I don't think so. I don't think you did anything. Do I think you may not be disclosing something that Michelle's doing that's not a good thing? Maybe.
As investigators look closer, the case begins to change. This wasn't a single accident. Zachariah had multiple injuries, different types, different times, a pattern. And once that pattern becomes clear, the entire story collapses. Now it's no longer about what happened that night. It's about what had been happening all along.
And if you are doing something like that,
I'm not.
I didn't ask you.
Oh, sorry.
If you are doing something like that, now's the time to just come off of whatever it is, because something's happened in the house. And as soon as I get these reports back from the doctors, I'm gonna know. There's only 2 people I have to talk to, because both you and Michelle said you were the only 2 there.
Yes, sir.
Now, did you do anything to cause these injuries?
No, sir.
Very serious injuries.
I know there's
They're gonna be
serious.
life or death.
Yes, I know that. That's what I'm.
You understand? There's only 2 people in that apartment that could have caused these injuries.
Well, from tonight, that's what you're saying. Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
happened
sir.
tonight
Yes, sir.
potentially caused her death. Now, if you're looking at it from my perspective, something happened in that apartment. The evidence is going to show us something happened there that caused her to be injured enough where she may pass. Only 2 people were there. What do you think happened?
I know.
And I don't know is not a real great answer right now from where you're sitting.
I haven't, like I said to you and him, I never did anything. I never seen her do anything. We only spanked, and even when these things come back, I have no room to lie. It's really hurting. It's really hurting.
I can see it.
You feel me? And I have never ever seen like anything in this situation. Never been in this situation before in my life. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you said some real, like, the discipline things. I don't know. Like, I have yelled. I have spanked. I never hit. We never hit. We never hit. We never it's only yelling, spanking with a belt, spanking with the hands. That's it.
What do you think happened?
I'm thinking that her injuries came from when she was running and we delayed on coming to you guys earlier before. I'm thinking from her probably exercising at an accelerated race and she's falling. It's probably causing all that. That's the only way my mind is pitching to that. As far as the bruising, it's going right back to that. I don't know where the what do you say she had?
Ribs or abdominal?
Ribs. I don't know if they're broken or not. I don't know. I never seen, like I said, me hit her. I never seen her hit her. I don't hit.
So you said, and you've said that a few times. I'm kind of keying on something you're saying. You said you've never seen her hit her.
No.
Have you ever suspected that she hit her?
No. I'm not paying attention.
Well, there's a way I phrased it the way I did, because I just asked you if you suspected that she did.
No, no. I don't want to even second guess myself. No, I never suspected.
You never were sitting there thinking, man, she might went overboard whatever she did to her this time. Because this isn't something,
We've been doing this a long time. I've dealt with a lot of child abuse cases. Tons.
Yes, sir.
this isn't something that happened last night. The worst thing happened last night because it got her in the condition she's in now. But there's a pattern that happens before it gets to this point. Just like with a domestic abuse between a husband and wife,
Yes, sir.
or boyfriend and girlfriend. He doesn't all of a sudden just one day stab her. It leads up there. There's a long history of one a little bit worse than the last time, a little bit worse than the last time. And it doesn't seem bad until you're sitting here in this chair and it all of a sudden got to this point.
Yes, sir.
To where it's the worst it could be. So what we're asking about are the little things that might have led up to this. We need to get a good picture of that before those reports come in from you, so that we can show that you're cooperative and you're giving us everything that you have.
Yes, I am.
So tell me about what led up to today.
In the last couple of weeks, very defiant. She hasn't been listening to me or her mom. She told her mom she didn't love her. She told me she didn't love me when she did socialize. She said she wanted to go back to her dad. She missed her dad. She wanted to go to her nana. I put her in the corner. I told her, you can't be like that. Your mom loves you. Your mom's not doing anything to you. Michelle, she works at night. I'm the only one that's at the house. And when he said, think about me, that's the only thing I'm thinking about, because that shit's scaring the shit out of me. I don't want to be in a situation where, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Where I'm more it's not that I'm protecting her. It's really on me, because if you working at night and then I'm the only one left with the baby, then the thing's gonna point at me. I don't want that on me. That is makes my conscience bad.
So tell me what you know.
I'm telling you what I know. That's what I know. And like,
Okay.
I didn't suspect no injuries because she was fine. She was swaying. That's all I ever seen her do. And before any of this stuff happened, she already was doing, I don't know what you would call this in a child. I don't know the actual doctor term. But for you to be like this and all this, and you shake, that's what you've been doing. You know what I mean? And this was with both of us. I don't know if it's from the yelling. It wasn't from me hitting her. It wasn't from her hitting her. I never seen her do like this, like that, and she was always like this, but she was responding.
Okay.
She was responding. Tonight, I like I said, I don't know what the hell was going on. I'm just thinking it's the water. And her heart's slowing down, and this is the information that I was seeing.
Just one thing I'm going to flip back on. That stood out to me. She went to the bathroom before, defecated on the floor. It sounded like what you said when she pooped on the floor.
Yes, sir.
So, how did that happen? Was that an accident? Did she intentionally take her pants down and go to the bathroom before because she's mad? Tell me a little bit about that.
No, I put her in a corner. And when I usually put her in the corner, this is how she shows her disobedience and rebellion. She pissed before on the floor, like I said, go to your room. She'd go to her room, she'd be in the corner, then she'd get out the corner. I was like, okay, sit down. She's sitting down. She knows how to get up and use the bathroom. So I get in there, piss on the floor. Go to the bathroom. She get up, yes sir, no ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's what her words were. When she used to say no, that's when I knew it was a problem. Okay, now you're not listening. Then the bowel movement thing was when she was she had her panties on. When she doodled all the way down. I say it was on the floor because it was coming down her. But she had a whole, you know what I'm saying, whole drawers full.
Mm-hmm. And when was that?
That was this weekend.
And how did you discipline her for that?
I spanked her and put her in the corner.
Sakuria didn't die from a fall. She died after prolonged abuse, inside a home where she should have been safe. She was taken off life support the next day, and both adults were charged, one for murder, the other for abuse and neglect. In the end, this wasn't a mystery. It was a truth that took too long to uncover.